You can see my screen, right? So a loop comprises of three main components, that is initialization, condition, and increment or decrement, correct? Increment or decrement. Okay. So if these three are on three separate lines, if these three are on separate lines, that is called as while loop. And if these three are on one single line, that is called as for loop. So if in for loop, yeah. So and in a for loop, they all will be at one single line separated by a semicolon, either increment or decrement. So in a for loop, you have it at once. Okay. So when the start and end of the loop is known, when the start and end both are known, we go with for loop. Okay. And when the start is known, end is unknown, then we go with the while loop. Okay, this is the second flavor of looping, and the third flavor is do while. So in while is entry control. What is while? So like when you go to these vada pav centers or there, any vada pav centers. So there you have to first buy a token. First pay, first pay first, and then eat later. Correct? So if someone has forgotten his wallet or is not carrying his or her mobile phone, can they eat at that vada pav center? No, because they have to pay first. And when you go to a fine dining restaurant, so what is the logic over there? You eat first and you pay later. So if someone is not aware that he or she is not carrying the wallet, neither carrying the mobile phone, and they go and mistakenly they go and eat in the restaurant, and then they realize that they don't have the neither the wallet nor the phone. So at least once they can eat, but next time when they come, the guard will be alert that last time this person ate for free. So at least once you can execute without checking the condition. Next time when you will enter, the condition will be checked. So here the payment is made at entry level. Where is the payment made at? Entry of the restaurant. This is the exit of the restaurant. So you have to pay where? The vada pav stall at the entry, right? And this fine dining at entry, don't pay anything, and when you are making an exit, that time you have to pay. Correct? So this is so do while. This is the difference between while and do while. So we have the third loop called as do while. Do, and then at the end check the condition. It has a semicolon because this is the one statement. So while doesn't have a semicolon. While will not have a semicolon. While will directly have the parentheses after. And whatever task you want to do it over here. And the condition will be checked upfront. Here, don't check the condition. Allow the code to come inside the loop, and at the end check the condition. So these three types of loop we have: while, for, and do while. Let's take an example to demonstrate the. So if I ask you to find the sum of the first n numbers, sum of first n integers. So you accept the value of n from the user, and from 1 till that n you count count the sum. So if he enters 10, if he enters 10 means, yeah, so how do we do that? Okay, so how do we do that? Integer I loop variable. So when you slice it to 1 and less than equal to 10, and we take one more variable sum also, right? Initialize it to 0. Now what to do? Sum plus I, which can also written as, right? And then next what to do? The loop should go till its termination. And now after the end, what to display? The sum is percentage d, comma, right? So we are using which loop over here? While. Okay. So if I run this code, this should display me answer as whatever is the sum of the first n numbers. Okay, but I have to do this. We'll paste it over here. Correct? Understood? Now let's run this code. So this should display you 55. Correct? Now the same thing if I were to do with do while, how would we do that? Same thing we want to do with do while. You see my screen, right? So what do while does is, don't check the condition over here. Here just say do, and at the end check the condition. Okay. So it will come inside. What is the value of I? So you should be able to understand this iteration. This is very important as a developer to understand. Do you see my both the screens, Excel as well as Notepad plus plus? You see both, right? Perfect. So now you should be able to do this. So what is the value of I? First iteration. Okay, this is called dry run. So the programmer who can do the dry run of his code is a true programmer. Writing the program is not a big deal. You go to chat GPT, you go to Google, just text sum of first n number, it gives you the code. You paste it over here, you get the output. But how the code is executing, that is what has to be understood. So separates the true programmer, that he knows internally what the loops are going. So what is the value of I in the first iteration? Or what is the value of sum? Sum is also 0. Okay. So now what are we checking? Do means come inside. Sum plus I means what? 0 plus 1. Yeah, so what is the answer? 0 plus 1, right? 0 plus 1. So what is the answer? 1 will go in which variable? What is on the LHS? So sum will become 1, right? So this column will become 1, correct? And then I plus I will become 2. And then we'll go up. And now the condition is being checked. What is the condition being checked now? Is what? Is what? Apple less than 10, orange less than 10, carrot less than 10. What? Apple less than 10, orange less than 10. You write the variable name. What do you read? do you write the variable name in the program. While writing the program, you will write I. While writing the program, you write I. But what will you read? Read the value. What is the value of I? Yeah. So is 2 less than equal to 10? True or false? True. So it will go up again and do. Come again. Now what to do? Sum plus I means what? Means what? 1 plus 2 is how much? 3 goes into which variable? Which is on the LHS? So sum goes into the sum column, right? And now I becomes 3. Now what will you check? True or false? And like this. So if I had over here 5, let's say we'll make it 5 over here. Okay. Now let's iterate this. So now it will go up, and what will it check now? Do. And what to do now? No. First, what with what? No. First, once we have checked 3 less than 10, it goes up again. Now what is it doing first? So what will it add? It will go in which variable? Sum. So write on the sum column. And then I becomes 4. And what will you check now? True or false? 4 less than equal to 5, right? Now we are into 5. Now we are into. So this dry run, you should be able to understand what is the value of what variable in each iteration. So 4 less than 5, yes, come inside, and what to do now? 6 plus 4, that becomes 10. And I becomes 5. And now what will we check? Is 5 less than or equal to 5? What will you say? 2. And now what to add? 10 plus I becomes 15. And I becomes 6. And now what will you check? So what will it become? False. And the loop will break. And then you will come out and display value of sum. So what will you display then? This sum is 15. Correct? Okay. Can you dry run the same for me using, this was using do while, right? So now if I use while, can you dry run this for me using while? So if I use while, now tell me how you will dry run this. So what is the value of I? 1 and sum 0. Okay, now what will you check is what is the value of I? True or false? Come inside. What? So come inside. Sum is sum plus I. 0 plus 1. 1. And I becomes 2. 2 is 2 less than equal to 5. And then 3. 3. And this will become, is 3 less than equal to 5. This will become 6 and this will become 4. And now you will check is 10. And then this becomes 5. 15. And I becomes 6. Then and the loop becomes. Okay. So this you should go in your mind. So see here, it is not checked at the first. First it allows you to do the program, and then it checks. So this was the logic. And now if I do the same program using for, I will accumulate all of them at one line. What will I do? Condition also, initialization, condition, and increment. All three will be in one line, semicolon separated. That's all. Okay. And if for or while has a single statement, this parenthesis is optional. Okay. If it has only one single statement, the if, the else, the for, the while, then you can skip the parentheses. So if I write the code like this, which line is part of the for? The only the first line is part of the for. And you can, this I is declared outside the for loop, correct? So it can be used anywhere in the program. So even now if I say over here printf percentage %d I, it will, what will it display me? 6. Because when the loop broke, the value of I was 6, right? This I can be accessed. See, the scope of the variable, it is called as scope of the variable. The variable is visible in the parenthesis in which it is declared. Okay? I is declared in which parenthesis? Main. So I can be visible across main everywhere. Okay? There is one more way of doing it. You don't declare it in main, you declare it in for. Now what will happen? It will be visible only across the for loop. So now if I try to write this, it will say I not found. This variable is not detected, right? See, I'll just show it to you. So you have to declare the variable in the scope we plan to use them. So if I plan to use, if I intend to use the for only within the, if I intend to use the I only within the for loop, then directly I can only initialize it over here. So now what will happen? This line number 9 will throw an error, correct? Line number 8 will throw an error now. Let's check. See. Okay, line number 8 has thrown an error. It is saying undeclared. What it is saying? It is not able to detect I. So what was the option over here now? Instead of declaring it over here, you declare it over here, correct? And now you run this code, it will give you the answer. 156. Okay, this 6 came from here, right? So you can comment this one. Okay. Okay, now if I tell you, so this was the sum of the first 5 numbers, correct? See, you can simulate this like this, that a teacher in the class, she has told everybody to, we had a Thanksgiving week. So the students were asked to bring some chocolates, biscuits, fruits, and then they would take all that and give to the orphanage, right? The teacher has told that everybody will get chocolates, and roll number 1 will get 1 chocolate, roll number 2 will get 2 chocolates, roll number 3 will get 3. So the count of chocolates will be equal to the roll number, okay? And then the teacher will collect all those chocolates and she will give it. So if there are 5 students in the class, how many chocolates the teacher will collect? Teacher has collected 15, right? Now the teacher says, okay, bring as per your financial status. So someone who is rich will get more chocolates, and someone who is not rich will get less chocolates, right? So she will say, roll number 1, how much have you got? Roll number 1 says, I have got 50. Then roll number 2, how much have you got? He says, I got 15. Then roll number 3 has got 20. Roll number 4 has got 5. Roll number 5 has got 30. Total how many? 120. So I want you to calculate that. and they are, so first accept the strength of the class. Accept what? Okay, so what is the class strength over here? How many students? And then ask each student how many chocolates he or she has bought, and then calculate the sum of those. Can you do that? Yeah, right now, online with me. If I ask you to share your screen, gradually, I want you to understand the concept of loop and the concept of what is the value of each variable in each iteration thoroughly. So, should I ask you to share screen? You take on the user, no? You take it in an n variable. You take a variable n, or you take a variable called strength, you take an integer strength, and you ask the user, please enter the strength. So whatever he enters, take it in strength. Okay, so I am making you the admin. I want you to share your screen. Yes, you can now start. Yeah. Yeah, correct. Yes, you can share screen. No, I can just see your name. Can you just reshare, please? Yeah, now I can see your screen. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you are taking integer strength and you are asking, please enter your class. Perfect. No need to give an slash n when you're going to scan. No need to give a slash n when you just give it when you're going to display something. Now you're going to accept something, right, on the next line. Then direct. Perfect. Then we need to run a loop till the strength, right? So take a I for the loop. Line number 4. In C, you have to declare all the variables up front. Java, you can declare variables anywhere in between also. But in C, you have to declare it. Okay. Yeah, start. Now come at line number, yeah, now run a loop till the strength. Simple. So when you know the start and when you know the end, go for loop. I is, I is 1. Yes. And yeah. So now what is the value of I in the first iteration? 1. Yeah. So now give the curly bracket. Yeah. Yeah. So now this loop will run strength times you will ask, please enter the number of chocolates bought by student number 1. Okay, now what the teacher does is the teacher will call the peon and ask the peon to collect all the chocolates, right? So before the peon enters the class, the teacher will ask the peon to empty his pockets, right? The sum variable is the peon's pocket. So declare the sum variable at number 5. Sum, integer sum, yeah. And at line number 9, sanitize the sum by making sum equal to 0. So before the loop started, sum was 0. Yeah. Now I want you to open Excel and now do the dry run parallelly. So number of variables which you are using, make a column for each variable. And overlap it with this screen so that I can see both the screens together. Excel and your VS Code. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so now I want to make a column for each of the variables. So first is I, then is sum. Yeah. So what is the value? Okay, then take a strength also. Make a column for strength also. On that A, no, draw vertical. Select the column A vertically. No, no. Take the mouse on top of A, and it will throw a vertical line. Yeah, like this. Yeah. And now you control plus plus. No. Yeah, strength, enter. No, no, to add a column, no, you gives control, shift plus or control plus. Control plus it is, I guess, normally. It adds a column to, no, no, now let it be. So now strength, what is the strength? Let's say strength is 5. The user enters strength as 5. So no, no, enter in the column. We'll have a variable for each column. So don't enter row wise, enter column wise. Yeah, so 5 will come and, no, no, 5 will put 5 over there. Yeah, we'll make a column for each variable. Yeah, and I and sum and center align everything. Select the first three rows and just center align them. Yeah, just select them till the end, till line number 15. No, no, select the entire, select till line number 15. Yeah, now make it center align. Perfect. This look is, yeah, center align. What happened? Why is it on align center? This below one. This one, yeah. Now good. Yeah. So what is in strength? 5. What is in I now in the first iteration? 1. And what is in sum? 0. Very good. Now you will come inside and now you will ask the roll number 1 how many chocolates he has bought, right? So now take a variable in line number 6, integer chalk, CHOC, semicolon. And now make a column for that also in the Excel. And okay. And now line number 13, ask the student number 1. Please enter number of chocolates bought by student number 1. What will you ask? Number of chocolates. Yeah. Bought by student number 1. So number 1. So 1 is with which variable? Look in the dry run. No, no, don't write 1 over here because this will print 1, then this will print 1 5 times. By student, right? No, by roll number. By roll number, right? By roll number. By roll number 1. So 1, give a percent, after give a space and write percentage D. And after the double quotes, give a comma. Now, which is the variable which is having 1? Go to your Excel sheet. 1 is with which variable? Yeah. So it will give the value of I over there. Getting it? So what will this display? What will this display on the screen? This line 14. No, it will say enter the number of chocolates bought by roll number 1. So if he has bought 20, take 20 in CHOC. So scan it now. So scan it, no? Line number 15. Okay, now scan it. So whatever he has bought, roll number 1, D, comma, chalk. So now in chalk, let's say he has bought 20. So 20 will go in chalk. And now the teacher will call the peon and will take the chocolate. So what will we do now? We'll add this chalk to the sum. Taiwan, correct. Chalk. Yeah. Now go to your Excel. So let's say student number 1 bought 10 chocolates, 20 chocolates. So now what are you adding? 20 plus 0, right? 0 plus 20. 0 plus 20. 0 plus 20 is going on the LHS variable, which is the variable on the LHS sum. So sum becomes 20, right? So first student's work is done, and now then give I plus plus after line number 7, after line number 18. Yeah, so go at the line, go at the program. After line number 17, hit enter, and I plus plus. Okay, we're using for loop. Okay, no need to give. Okay, so now it automatically the loop will run and I becomes 2. Now do the dry run for me. Okay, 2. He 10 chocolates. Then we are adding 30, and I becomes. So whenever the loop closes, no, it first goes to the increment and then the condition. So line number 17, line number 18, the loop finishes, right? The curly bracket. So after line number 18, when it goes up, it first goes to increment. It first goes to and then checks the condition. 3 is so we okay. We are not checking that at the column F. Go to column F. Yeah, just leave some space. Yeah, check the condition which we are checking for. So what we check is 1 less than 5. Yeah, so we'll check over there. No, 1 less than equal. It will initialize and see initialize condition, increment condition is 1 less than equal to 5. So strength means what have you taken strength as? 5, no? See the first column. Yeah, so you have taken strength as 5, no? Yeah, so this example, so we are doing a dry run for this example itself. So you will write the variable name, but you will put the variable value, correct? So is it is not I, not I. What will you write? Yeah, you will not put I, you put 1. So is 1 less and put a is also before that. Is 1 less than equal to 5 true or false? So put a true side to that, and now come inside. Then next, what will you check? Now copy this F and G column, and paste it again. So you can just use that. Just change the value of I. Now is 2 less than equal to 5. You will say true. Then again I will check what is 3 less than equal to, again copy it. 3 less than equal to 5. You will say true. And now it say true. Roll number 3. How many chocolates? 20. So now what are you doing? 30 plus 15. 40 plus 30 plus 15. 45. And then I plus I becomes 4. Yeah, because when the loop finishes, it first goes to increment and then goes to condition. And now copy this. Mhm. 4 less than equal to 5. 2. And then again it will come inside. 25 chocolates. 25 plus 45, 70. And I becomes 5. Is 5 less than equal to 5? No, no, not first at the condition. Let's say now you want 30 chocolates. 30 chocolates. 5 you want 75. 5 and I becomes 6. and now the condition is 6 less than equal to 5, the will become follows over here. And then you will come out and display the value of display sum. Yeah. So now display this at the line number 18, hit enter, come out of the loop and display what? Yes. No need to print that. Yeah. Run this code. One, two, हाँ साथ में भी आता नहीं 10 मिनट आपके पास ठीक है ठीक ठीक है enter any random numbers. Okay. Yeah, give me the control back. Yeah, make me the host. So now we have to learn two more things into the looping part, very important stuff. They are the break and the continue keywords. Which keywords? So what break does is it prematurely breaks the loop. What it does is it's all aborted. So the loop which was going to naturally die at 5, I can break it at 3 also. Okay, so if I run this for loop, this while loop, this will naturally die at which value of I? No, 11. Because when I becomes 11, it will naturally die when I will become equal to 11. But if I becomes 5 and I can prematurely break it also. So that is called as break, okay? And continue is to skip an iteration. What is continue? The remaining part of that iteration. Directly go to increment. Directly go to next iteration. Directly go to the next iteration. To skip an iteration, we use continue, and to break the loop, we use break. Okay, so the teachers had a quota of 100. What the teacher had? How much? So the moment the chocolates reach 100, then no need to take the remaining chocolates. Okay, so let's say student number 1 has bought 110 chocolates. How many chocolates? So the teacher will not take from 2, 3, 4 and 5 because the target is achieved. Okay, so what is the target we have of chocolates? And if we reach that target, then the moment we reach the target, so if let's say roll number 1 bought 50, 1 bought how much? Target reached? The roll number 2 bought 40. Target reached. Roll number 3 bought 20. Target reached. Stop the loop. No need to collect from roll number 4 and 5. Why? So now if I want to implement that, we'll have to use break, right? So in our program, where will we use that? Can you just send that program across to me, please? Yeah, I'll just paste it over here. So you're able to see my screen, right? So what we can do over here is, so once the chocolate count reaches what? Becomes greater than or equal to 100, correct? So as there is only one single statement in if, right? It is looking like this. So if there is only a single statement in any if, else, while, for, we can eliminate the. So when will this sum break? As soon as the count reaches greater than or equal to. So if the first student, let's say, bought 50, sum is 50. Is 50 greater than or equal to 100? So condition becomes false. So loop will not break. Next person bought 40. What is the sum? 90. 90 greater than or equal to 100. Next student brings 20. So 110 is greater than or equal to 100. True. And the loop will terminate and it will not go till the full strength. We are prematurely terminating. Okay. So if I copy this and paste it over here, let's try to run this code. So class strength is 5. Roll number 1 has bought what? 50. Roll number 2 has bought 40. Roll number 3 has bought 20. And now it will not ask for the other chocolates. Getting it? So we have, okay, and how many extra chocolates we have collected? If I want to calculate that also, then how many extra chocolates we have? You get a quota of 100, right? So how many extra do we have? The 50, 40, 20. 50, 40, 20. We got these chocolates, no? So total, how many we have? And we had a quota of 100. So how many extra do we have? So how do we calculate, display that? Correct? I run this, enter the strength, 5, 50, 40, and 20. So we say total chocolates are 110, extra are 20. Okay. Now the student Who has bought more than 50 chocolates? Only take from him. Don't take from the others. I want that logic. Only those who have, okay, let's take those who have bought more than 20. To reach a target, if your strength is 5 and we need to reach 100, so every student should bring more than 20, correct? If any student brings less than 20, we can't take it because we will not reach that target of 100 otherwise. So if a student has bought less than 20, we will not accept from him. So what logic will we apply over here then? Continue logic. So what will we say? Enter the number of chocolates. Once I scan that chocolate, and I will check if the chalk is less than what, I will say continue. Means take the next person. Take the, so don't add those chocolate to the sum. Directly take the next iteration. Okay. It will not do this at all. It will directly continue. Means if I was 1 and I bought 15, 1 bought 15. How much did 1 bring? Whole number 1 bought 15. So is 15 less than 20? Directly take rule number 2. Directly go to increment. Will not execute the remaining part of this loop. Okay. So let's try to run this now. So strength is 5. So roll number 1 has bought 15. Will this be accepted? 2 has bought 30. Will this be accepted? So how many chocolates are there in the peon's pocket till now? And now roll number 2 has bought 50. Will this be accepted? How many are there in the peon's pocket? And now roll number 4 has bought 15. Will this be accepted? And now roll number 5 has bought 25. Will it be accepted? So how many chocolates are total collected now? And how many extra? How many extra chocolates? 5. Got it? What is continue? Understood the concept? Yeah, so you can play around with these. So your concept of loop becomes perfectly thorough. Okay, and now, so if I were to dry run this, part, okay, so how would I dry run it? I would say in my strength, I have 5. You see my screen, right? Both the screens. Now, now can you see both the screens overlap? Strength is 5, I is 1, sum is 0. So the first person buys 15. So see, I was telling you this. Control plus adds a column. So this was the chalk variable. The chalk variable was 15. And now is 15 less than equal to 20? Continue. So don't add 15 to the sum, right? Sum remains 0, correct? I becomes 2. Is 2 less than equal to 5? Okay, so here you keep on checking the condition, right? So is 1 less than equal to 5 true? Then 2 less than equal to 5 true. Come inside, how much did he bring? 30. So 30 is less than equal to 20? No. So it will not continue, and it will go and add that to the sum. Sum becomes 0 plus 30, right? 0 plus, it was 0, right? Previously. What was in sum? 0 plus 30, 30 becomes, and I becomes 3. 3 less than equal to 5. True, come inside. He buys, how much did he bring? 50. 50 less than 20? No. Then add it. 80. I becomes 4. Is 4 less than equal to 5? True. If 4 had bought 25, then 105, and then is the sum more than 100, your loop will terminate. So if the sum is more than 100, correct, the loop will break, and directly I would come out of the loop. Loop breaks. Are you getting it? How you have to understand the flow. Good, then I'll send you some assignments to do. You solve them